I'm very pleased to have you here and to be deploying out to all of the regions of Zimbabwe this morning. It's a very important mission that you are undertaking for the European Union, but especially for the people of Zimbabwe. And it's at their invitation that we are here to observe the 23 August harmonized elections. You, of course, will be our eyes and ears in the field. You will be meeting with all levels of interlocutors, with all political sides, to understand better how this election process is taking place, but most essentially to understand whether those principles and those standards which Zimbabwe itself has willingly agreed to are being respected and being reflected in the election process which is moving forward. We very much appreciate the hard work and the many hours that you will be putting in. I know it's very hard to be working 7 days a week with no break and no stop, but I think that by the end we hope to have a very independent, a very impartial and very reflective report which will be able to show back to the Zimbabwe people like a mirror the things that they themselves see and the things that they themselves would like reflected. So I wish all of you a very successful mission. I wish you all a very good experience. I hope that you have a beneficial time. I hope you enjoy your time. And we're here to work together as one team, as one European Union, but also as one global community to work for those standards, those democratic principles that we would all like to see in our lives. Thank you all. I wish you a very successful deployment.
Thank you.
Good.
So whenever you're ready, you can head towards your vehicles and hit the road.
All right. Thank you.
A group picture. Group picture. Are you done yet?
We're still in the process, but then we can come back. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, do you want to give? Well, whoever wants a quick sound bite,
Yep.
we are available for another 10-15 minutes, our deputy chief observer, and then she has to leave for her next commitment.
Thank you.
Do you want to
Thank
moderate?
you. Guys, order. Order.
So
Yeah, can I start?
I'll say a few words.
Maybe
huh?
you can just.
A very good morning to the members of the press, and I'm very happy to see such a great interest from the Zimbabwe media community to the upcoming election observation mission that has deployed for the 23 August harmonized elections in Zimbabwe. As you see, today we are deploying the long-term observers to all parts of the country, to all 10 provinces. And so they will be throughout the country in all areas, not just in Harare, but all the way down to the village level throughout the country to better understand how the elections are developing, the various aspects all the way through from the election administration, the way that the campaign is going, but also the critical role that the media plays in elections. So all of these elements will be looked at, analyzed, and it will be reflected in the reporting that the EU election observation will make. This will come after election day, since we maintain a strict principle of non-interference. We're here to observe elections, not monitor elections. This means that we do this in an independent and impartial way. We look at all aspects of the process. We are granted by the administrative agreement that was signed by the European Union and the government of Zimbabwe access to all of those aspects of the election, but we will not be commenting on the process as it's ongoing. We will be making that statement approximately 2 days after the elections in our preliminary statement, and you will find information about that on our website, but also on our social media handles in Facebook, in Twitter, and in Instagram.
But as you deploy the long-term observers, how do you see the pre-electoral environment so far?
So the long-term observers are just starting their work. Their information is essential to our understanding. We have an analysis which is not just based on Harare, but based on all parts of the country. And so I would say it's premature to offer an assessment without understanding all of those different aspects of the process. And we will be making that preliminary statement, as I mentioned.
Madam, can you shout your name? What's your name and position?
So my name is Beata Martin Rozumiłowicz. I'm from Poland, and I am the Deputy Chief Observer for this mission.
Do we have any other questions? We have time for 2 more questions.
How are you deploying them in the provinces?
So we have a deployment plan which is based on the experience of the individual observers, their gender, their background, their language skills, and many other criteria. We pair them up in teams of 2 so that all of their observations, which should be first-hand with their own eyes and with their own ears, are able to be checked between them. So it is never the impression of one person about what is going on. They have to come to a consensus. And then all of that information from those 46 individuals from all around the country is reported to us and to our analysts here in Harare. We're 11 core team analysts covering all aspects of the process, from the legal framework to the election administration to the campaign and campaign finance, as well as media and social media. And we take all of that information, analyze it, and are then able to reach conclusions on the entirety of the process after Election Day.
Are they going to reach the hard areas where it's difficult to get to?
Yes.
Especially the rural areas like Umusinga, Kuani, or Lotito.
Yes, so their mandate is for all areas. They have certain parts of the country, but in those parts of the country, which are all 10 provinces, they will be visiting all the way down to the villages in the difficult to reach places. It will not just be an assessment based on towns and bigger areas, but really getting down to the heart of the matter in all areas of the country.